Hello and welcome to this video on how my online course will work. This is Sarah here, helping you to navigate these bizarre times. So with that, let's talk through what online learning is going to look like. So let's start on SIS, where all of this is going to be posted. I'm going to be impersonating Taylor Smith, so thank you, Taylor, for the purposes of this, so you can see what it'll look like from a student point of view. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to classes. Oops, let me get off my marker. There we go. I'm going to go to classes, and I'm going to go to 6th grade core all Sarah. Now, really where everything for this course is going to live is on the topics page. So let's go there. Notice there are already a couple things up, but I want to highlight the important course information. This video that I'm recording right now will be posted under how this course works. I'm also going to send you at the end of every week the assignments and due dates for the next week, but those will also be posted here. I haven't made this yet, but I'm also going to send out a doodle poll link at the end of every week. That's for the following week. That's where students can sign up to meet with me online. And those will also, they'll be emailed to you as well as posted here. So I'll go into how the doodle poll works and how the assignment sheet works. But first, I just want to go through how the class in general is going to work. All right, so for the week that we start online learning, here is Taylor's schedule as it would look were we in school. I've highlighted my classes in blue. So here's what I've done. For this day, I've given all of 6th grade students approximately 45 minutes worth of work that will be due by 8 a.m. the next day, because that's when we would have that class. Now on this day, I've assigned 45 minutes worth of work that will be due by 2:10 the next day, because that's when we normally would have had class. Then on Wednesday, I have 45 minutes worth of work assigned that'll be due at 1:15 the next day. Notice we don't have class on Friday. So even though I have 45 minutes worth of work assigned on Thursday, it's not going to be due until Monday. All of this is really clearly written out on their assignment sheets. So the students don't have to do my work at 9:10 on this day because they have until 8 a.m. the next day, but it might be nice just to keep their same school schedule as a way for them to get their work done. That's just a little recommendation. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to classes. I'm going to go to Sarah Grade Core All. Then I'm going to go to the topics. So let's hit topics. All right, so notice there is a topic page, which is sort of like a mini website for every day the students have class. Now, as I showed you on the schedule, we would have class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but not Friday. Oops. So I'm not going to, I will have materials made for the following week starting that Monday, but I'm not going to put that up until that week so that the students don't get overwhelmed. So with that, let's check out Monday. So at the very top, it says when this is due, right? And it says also at the top that there are 2 activities for them to do that day. Let's look at activity 1. Activity 1, look at the comments Sarah left for you on your strange animal paragraph. Complete the edits. Share the document with Sarah again once you've completed the edits. That's how I know that they're done. So, things that you will notice on these pages. I will always have a section called Sarah Wait, which is what happens if they don't know what to do or if they get stuck. So I made a video for how to do edits in case they forgot. And I always remind them to send me an email if they have questions, if they still are stuck in places. So that's the first activity. The second activity, which is below, is to open a document in the app Notability. They should all have their iPad, so this shouldn't be a problem. Fill it out on Notability, and if they don't remember how to do stuff on Notability, there is a video reminding them right here. Now, at the very end, so that's it. Those are the 2 activities they're supposed to do by 8 a.m. on Tuesday. Now, at the end of every topic, there's something called Now What? This is where I kind of give them a little checklist of what they should have done. They should have reached out to Sarah if they had any questions. They should have reshared their animal paragraph with me, and they should have sent me the practice pronouns test. Then there's an optional part. Oh, I need to fix that number. So that will be fixed by the time it's up on there. So I also have something called Superstar Corner. What that is for students that want to do a little extra, that want to push themselves, stuff that's not required, but that maybe a student that likes the topic might be interested in learning more about. So here's Superstar Corner. It'll always be on the left-hand side. In this case, they have more pronouns practice, like a little mini quiz that's online, and they can learn a new kind of pronouns that we're not going to learn this year if they want to. So that's what Monday looks like, and the other days you'll see will be really similar. There will be activities, there will be Sarah Waite portions, and then it'll end with a Now What? But the top, sorry about that. The top will always say when it is due and how many activities there are. So the other thing to check is assignments. So you could get this whole course delivered through topics. I like it because I like how nicely laid out everything is. But if you go back and go to assignments, every day the assignments for that day will pop up here. So instead of doing it through topics, students can also get this done through assignments. What's nice about this is it serves as a little checklist. So notice activity 1 is this, Activity 1 is the same as it was on that other, on the topics page. And if I tap on it, it's got the same instructions. Look at the comments that Sarah left for you in your strange animal paragraph. It even has the same video to help them if they need it. And it says when it's due. Sorry, sometimes it moves the whole window when I just want to scroll. It says when it's due on the right-hand side. This should be active by the time you get that video. Or this video rather. And then if I go back and if I hit activity 2, it's the same thing as on the topics page. So if your student wants to look at things one at a time, assignments is really the way to do it. If they want to see sort of the days and the weeks activities, topics is the way to do that. So one thing that is cool about assignments is once your student finishes the assignment, or 6th graders, once you finish the assignment, you hit change status and you can change it from to do to in progress, or you could even change it to completed. I'm going to put it on to do though. So you can actually use assignments like a little checklist. That's pretty nice. So that's doing it through assignments. Another thing you should know is students, if they want to, can work ahead on the course. So you could hit future, and now all of the let me try that again. You can hit future, and now all of the assignments show up. The important thing to mind is the assigned date. That's the date they should be doing the work on, and the due date. That's the day that it's due. So if you're a student or students, if you want to work ahead, this is how you could do it. Now, some things say submit. That's because I've asked students to submit things through SIS. I will provide a video on how to do that in the assignment in case your child's forgotten. Okay, so, and the way that looks on topics page is if they want to do Tuesday's work on Monday, they just tap the Tuesday page, and there it is. Okay. Now let's look at the assignment sheet that I made. So if you go back to important course information, let's click on that week of 3-3 assignments. It's going to give you this, this beautiful page. I'm going to dismiss that for now. So this might be a great thing to print out and have your student have as a little checklist for the things they have to do that day. On the top, is the period that this would normally be happening during, and the color day. We have the work that they should be doing on. So this is the work they should do on Monday, and this is what is due on Monday. So here's the work they have. And notice under what's due by the start of that period is the same thing as what's over here. So that might be helpful for some students to have it laid out like this, right? And then there's little check boxes if they want to use those. I'm also going to have little special events. So that Tuesday of the first week, we're doing online learning. Right, it's tentatively attend them, subject to change. But I'm going to have students meet on Google Meet. Google Hangouts is what it's sometimes called. And we can all see each other's faces. They can ask questions about the course, but really it's just to like build a community because we won't have seen each other. So sometimes we're going to have community events, like maybe the students will read each other's work, or maybe we'll do a read aloud, something like that. But so stay tuned for special online events such as those. So a good question is, what do I do if I need help? So if you're having trouble, oh, that's a horrible color. If you're having trouble with your login, or maybe something's not working, Juan is the one to talk to. I probably won't be able to help you with that. But if a student does need help on something academic related, then I'm the one to call, obviously. And the way we're going to do help is, well, one way is they can just email me. The other way, though, is they can actually sign up to meet with me through a doodle poll. And I'm going to show you what that means. So with Doodle, I will email you a link, and you will end up somewhere that looks like this. Except I'll stop moving the screen around. So if you look along the top, these are the dates and the times. Obviously this one will be outdated, but you'll get a new one of these every week. So what you do, goodness gracious, what you do is you look for a time and a day that works for you. Oh, so I can do Friday at 9. You type your name in up here. So, and then you check the box that you want. That's the box I want. But you have to hit send or it will not work. So let me give you an example. So, okay, we want to meet at 11. I'm going to hit send, and then it will say something like, well, it'll try to sell you Doodle. Don't fall for it. And then you're done. And that's that. So I'll receive a little email. What I will do is send your student a link to video chat with me, and that will be that. So that's how to use the doodle poll. And really, that's it. I know this was a ton of information. My hope was to lay it out as thoroughly as possible. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. And stay well in these bizarre and trying times. And I look forward to seeing you on my screen. Thanks.